Welcome to Midnight Signal AI, your late-night fix for the latest in artificial intelligence. It's February 26th, 2026, and tonight's lineup is jam-packed. Massive layoffs at Block as it bets big on AI. Metacritic cracks down on AI-generated reviews. Gucci gets heat for AI-made images. And the open-source LLM scene is more alive than ever. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Let's dive right into the day's top story, one that's sending shockwaves through the tech world. Jack Dorsey's Block, formerly known as Square, is laying off almost half its staff as part of a massive AI-driven overhaul. This move has been covered by the Wall Street Journal, The Verge, MarketWatch, and more. Alex, what are we seeing here?
Yeah, Jamie. Block is making a deliberate and bold bet on artificial intelligence, cutting around 4,000 jobs. The company says it's restructuring to integrate AI into core operations, which they claim will boost efficiency and innovation. But obviously, for thousands of employees, this is a seismic and pretty devastating change. The coverage across outlets frames this as the biggest AI-induced job cut we've seen from a major fintech so far.
Right, and this isn't just a one-off announcement. Multiple sources, The Verge, MarketWatch, and even Jack Dorsey's own social posts, are emphasizing that this is about transforming Block into an AI-native company. The hope, at least from leadership, is that automating workflows and customer interactions will give them an edge. But it's also reigniting debates about the human cost of AI progress.
Absolutely. And the conversation on Hacker News is already picking up. Some users are skeptical about whether these layoffs are truly about AI, or if it's just a convenient label for cutting costs. Others are wondering if this sets a precedent for other big tech firms. One thing's clear. The era of AI-driven corporate restructuring is here, and it's not just hype.
Switching gears, let's talk about media and AI. Metacritic, the popular review aggregator, is making a stand against AI-generated content. According to a statement reported by Shock News and the AV Club, Metacritic will ban outlets that submit AI-generated reviews. This comes right after they dropped VideoGamer's AI-written review for Resident Evil Requiem, which users called AI Slop. Alex, what does this say about the state of trust in AI content?
It's a clear signal that automated content isn't being accepted at face value, especially for something as subjective as reviews. Metacritic's move is about protecting credibility, both for themselves and for the industry. The fact that they publicly removed an AI-generated review and issued a ban on AI review submissions shows they're trying to draw a hard line. It's also part of a much bigger conversation about authenticity and transparency in the age of generative AI.
This is resonating far beyond games journalism. Critics are asking, if AI can write a review, how do we know what, if anything, the reviewer actually experienced? And what value does human perspective have in a world where bots can churn out plausible, if generic, commentary?
Exactly. The broader implication is that AI-generated content is facing real barriers in fields where subjectivity and trust matter. It's not just about the quality of the writing, but about the entire process of curation and judgment. And as generative AI becomes more accessible, these questions are only going to get more urgent.
From media to fashion, Gucci found itself in hot water today for using AI-generated images to promote an upcoming major fashion show. The BBC reports that Gucci was criticized for what some called AI slop, images that looked synthetic and lacked the creative spark expected from a luxury brand. Alex, what's the story here?
Gucci's use of AI for promotional imagery was meant to create buzz, but it backfired. Social media users and some in the fashion press slammed the visuals for being generic, even unsettling. The criticism is less about the technology itself and more about the idea that a brand known for creativity would cut corners with AI-generated art. It raises the question, is AI a creative tool or just a shortcut? And at what point does the audience start to push back?
It's a reminder that in creative industries, authenticity and originality are everything. AI can be a tool, sure, but when your output feels mass-produced or soulless, it can damage a brand's reputation. Gucci's episode is a cautionary tale for anyone thinking about swapping artistry for automation.
Let's shift to something more technical. There's a lot of buzz today about open-source large language models. A comprehensive guide for AI developers was posted on Verge and discussed on Hacker News. The guide surveys the best open-source LLMs available as of 2026, looking at performance, licensing, and real-world use cases. Jamie, what's notable about the current open-source landscape?
A few things stand out. The field is more competitive than ever, with multiple models matching or even surpassing proprietary systems in some benchmarks. The guide highlights models that are not only powerful, but also easy to fine-tune and deploy. There's an emphasis on transparency, open weights, open data, and permissive licenses, which is really appealing for researchers and startups who want to avoid vendor lock-in.
And the developer community is responding. Even with the rise of corporate LLMs, Open source models are seeing robust adoption, especially in sectors where privacy, cost, or customization are critical. The conversation on Hacker News reflects a growing belief that open source AI isn't just an alternative, it's a parallel track that's driving real innovation.
Before we wrap, a quick nod to some other notable stories. New self-hosted AI analytics tools like ClickNest are emerging, as well as AI-native code editors and benchmarking suites like GitHub and Tracecore. There's also an ongoing debate about safety filters in AI video tools, and a thought-provoking essay on what it means to call AI intelligent. All of these point to a maturing ecosystem, with both growing pains and huge opportunities.
That's it for tonight's Midnight Signal AI. Major layoffs, new rules on AI content, creative controversies, and the open source engine driving the field forward. AI is reshaping every corner of tech, for better and for worse. Thanks for joining us. For links to the stories discussed, check our show notes. Stay curious, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night, everyone. And remember, in AI, the only constant is change.